This week we're going to talk about adjectives, and we've talked about these before. Remember, they are describing words. So, like the small cat, or the furry blanket, or um, the smart kiddo. Any of those would be adjectives. This week, specifically, we're going to talk about comparative and superlative adjectives. Okay, and these are adjectives that end in er and est. So, an adjective, remember, describes a person, place, or thing, a noun. So I could describe the teacher, the McDonald's, the Burger King, the teacher, the pencil, anything that I'm describing. So a comparative adjective, think of like more. So when writers want to compare one noun to another, they use comparative adjectives. So for example, they might write, "My poodle is bigger than my pug." Bigger is that adjective we're talking about, and notice it ends in er. So this adjective is comparative, which is talking about more. So my poodle is more big than my pug. Okay, so that er tells me that I'm talking about one being more than the other in some sort of way. Okay, and then my superlative adjectives means most. So if you want to compare three or more nouns and or an extreme, they use the superlative. So for example, my Great Dane is the biggest dog I own. So now my big ends in est, which means it is the most big that I have. Okay. All right. So we are going to read through this article, and I want you to see if you can point out any of these adjectives. The serpent beasts didn't slither halfway around the world on their own. The Asian pythons are imported from countries like Burma, Thailand, Vietnam, southern China, and Indonesia, and are sold as exotic pets. But many people don't know what they're getting into when they bring their python home. In a few years, their pet grows from a cute foot-long baby snake into a colossal 7-foot beast with the deadliest craving for a neighborhood cat. Okay, so if you notice, deadliest, so I'm describing the craving that the snake has, and it ends in est. So this would be the superlative, me saying that it is the most deadly. Okay. When pythons get too big, some owners dump them in the Everglades, which has a snake friendly climate. Capturing a python is no easy task. The snakes have camouflage skin that makes them harder to find when they are in nature. Most of the snakes in the snow and his team catch are lolling on the side of the road, enjoying some sun, waiting for prey, and sleeping off the big meal. Snow and his team recently trapped a 10-foot female python and injected her with two radio transmitters that will help her follow the breeding areas. Snow also plans to use snake sniffing dogs. Hopefully, it won't end up as the python's lunch. Okay, so this is just a little snippet of this article, Snake Attack. And so I just wanted to show you the adjective deadliest was the one we wanted to hone in on. Okay, so what did you notice? Deadly, deadlier. What is my EST word here? Hopefully you said deadliest. That's the one we talked about. Another one that was on there is hard, blank, and hardest. So if it's not hardest, I want you to think about what it would be with ER at the end, that comparative. If you said harder, you are correct. Okay, here's a writing sample. Wind energy is cleaner than energy made by fossil fuels and more renewable too. The windiest places like out on the oceans are best for harvesting this kind of energy. What kind of adjectives do you notice and how do you know? Are there clues to help you? So I want you to look at this right in your grammar notebook. There are two adjectives that I'm really looking at, and I want you to be able to tell me what they are. And are they superlative, which is like most, or are they comparative, where you can compare the two? When you compare two things, add er to the short adjectives to use the word more with long ones. Use the superlative form to compare more than two objects, adding est to short adjectives, and use most with long ones. Okay, now you try. In your grammar notebook, I want you to use the word bank below to write sentences that include comparative and superlative adjectives. My shoes are cleaner today after I washed them, is my example. So, cleaner. So, you try and put heavy, big, long, and small in sentences, either adding est or er to the end of these. Okay, and you will have an adjective quiz this week. So look on Canvas. It's set up like a quiz on Canvas. All right, guys, you have a great day. Bye.